bottom instead. Well, that's perfect. I will just take a 3 and snag this flower here with a 3. Oh, that's really cheap and amazing for me. So I will just win this, which is great. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I'm going to bring you my playthrough of Nocturne by David Iezzi with a review at the end. This game is published by Flatout Games and AEG, and huge thanks to them for providing me with a review copy so I can bring this to you today, illustrated by the wonderful Beth Sobel, of course. As usual, I will have timestamps in the description so you can jump to the review or watch the playthrough or jump to whatever part you want. Bonus points as usual if you watch the entire video. One disclaimer, I am currently sick. I haven't been recording videos for a few weeks and I'm still not really fit. So I'm just trying to record this video today, but you might hear in my voice that I'm not 100% healthy, but that should not be too bad, I hope. Well, before I will talk about the game and before I will show you how to play it, let me just quickly set it up. Alright, and that is pretty much the setup of the game. So let me just have another cup of tea and then we can really get going. Alright, so let me just tell you what you see here. So in this game, in Nocturne, we play as a fox misting and we cast like magic spells to collect like an assortment of enchanted items that all do different things, and that one is sideways. That's what we do. That's what all players do at the table. We will be playing against an AI, against like a virtual opponent that is actually done pretty well and has like very little upkeep, but I will get to that a little bit later. Here we have like the forest where we like, can get like these magic enchanted items. Here we have our play area. We have here our tokens, our spell tokens with which we are doing the bidding. I will get to that a little bit later. Here we have our fox mystic with a special ability. And here we have our starter concoction card. We can get more later on through like when we like acquire specific tiles. Up here we have the opponent's area. This is the solo bot deck, and here are the spell tokens for the opponent. And then here we have the Moonlight Gold cards. We will reveal those later. Here we have the Twilight gold cards that are already face up. Then down here we have the Forest Sprite board, like where we can also like have the chance to get like more tiles. And up here we just have the not only the shadow spell tokens, we might get those at the end of the first of 2 rounds. And here we have like more tiles, so we can like replenish everything after the round. And that's pretty much everything you see here. So how the game is played, I will explain when I'm actually playing the game myself. But just give you a quick, very quick, a brief overview over what we like essentially do here. We play over 2 rounds. A round is over when all these tiles have been taken, right? In this case, it'd be like between like the virtual opponent and me. The AI and I, we are like competing over those and trying to get like the tiles that we want. The opponent is not getting points, and I'm not trying to win against the opponent. The opponent is like merely taking all of this stuff that I might want and need. So I'm trying to get a specific point value at the end. But before you shut off, because you're just hearing that it's a score-based solo mode, there actually are achievements and goals you can achieve. I will get to that like after we play, right? Right now, I will just play a regular game and show you how it works. And we get these tiles by bidding. We have like our spell tokens here that we can put in specific tiles and always like adjacently. And at some point, all players will pass but one, and that one will then get the tile they have the highest number on. Sounds a bit cryptic, which kind of fits the theme of the game, but I will explain that to you in just a moment, and then it's like much easier to understand. Also, we have gold cards we are striving for. We have the one in the first round here. These are the Twilight goals, and these tell us something that needs to happen, and whoever fulfills that first gets the card. For example, here, be the last to still have your star spell, which is the highest one right here. So if the opponent uses their star spell first, I get this card, I can put it right here in my tableau, and I get 3 points at the end of the game, right? Also, we have here, be the first to win a tile with a 5 spell, using this one here, right? Or be the first to win a tile with a 3 spell, which is not easy. This will be towards the end of the round, and I think I've bent the card a little bit. No, actually it's fine. Not just the light. Alright, and also we will be able to get the tiles here, and that's pretty much it, right? If we are able to still have spell tokens at the end of the first round, we also have the chance to get these extra tokens, which will help us in the second round. And that is like the rough overview over what we are doing in this game. So let us just start playing the game. So what do I want? Well, actually I want to go in the top left corner here, I think, because we have the plants here, we have the feather, and also these eggs and the treasure chest. These are all things that I would like to have, because these all score differently, right? The plants give you a straight point value, like 3, 1, and 1, but they also give you points for each, like for having like a specific number of unique flowers. Here are 3 unique flowers I could get, right? And 3 unique flowers, that's where it starts with 5 points. 4 and 5 unique flowers would be 8 and 12 points respectively. The eggs, they give me points though if I have the most eggs of all the players. In a solo game, that's not the case. In a solo game, I'm just looking for a specific number of eggs. So I want to have, like, I think the maximum I can have is like 4 or 5 to have the highest point value for like each egg, and I get like these points for each egg, which is really good. Here with these, I can just get concoction cards, like these potion cards, right? I have one right here. And these skulls here, they just give straight point values. The feathers give you points the more I have, also quite good. The mushrooms, like different mushrooms, have like different scoring conditions, but they all give me points regarding how many of these same mushrooms I have, right? So right here, one of these mushrooms is 3 points, 2 is 0, and 3 is 13. I don't really want 3 then, right? I don't know if I can get the third one. Maybe it will never come up. I don't know. And then here, these treasure chests are pretty cool because they give you a negative point, 1 negative point at the end of the game, but you can just draw 3 tiles and keep one of those, which is pretty cool as well. So like these plants and the feathers pretty cool. Also the egg and the treasure chest, so I would like to get up there. I have to start the first round with a 1 marker with a spell token of 1. So I will just start here in the bottom and then we will walk our way up there. So now how the AI works is they will draw 1 card from the deck, and there are several things on this card. The bottom thing I will now leave out for now because that's like when it starts, but the AI is not starting at the moment, it's me, so we will leave that out for now. And here you see up to 4, that means it will now try to outbid me with as little as possible, which would be a 2, and up to 4. That's fine. So we'll place a 2 to the left of my token because there's an arrow to the left. So right there. If this one wouldn't be available, it would go clockwise to an adjacent tile that is still free. And adjacent tiles are always left, right, top, bottom, right? And that's already it. I place a tile, the AI plays a tile. Very, very easy. So now I'm gonna place the 3 up here so we can work our way up there. Alright, so the AI will place it. That's a different one now. Will place a 4 or higher. So the next one it can play to outbid me is a 4. But even if I had a 2 here, it would still play a 4, right? Because it plays a 4 at least. It will play a 4, like at the top, like above my spell token. Okay, so we're getting dangerously close to what I want to have, but I want to go there. So me, AI, me, in the best case. Or me, AI, me. Okay, let's just see. Let me just play a 5 and see what happens. So now the AI has up to 3. That means that the AI will not play a spell token with a number up to 3, but that doesn't work because it needs a 6 at least to outbid me, right? So it will do nothing. It will pass, so to speak, right? And I have won that tile because I'm the only player left not having passed. So I will take this tile here, which is a 2, and we'll turn over that spell token. That one's gone. That 5 spell token that I've used is now gone for the rest of the round. I would take all my other spell tokens back. I can't do anything else with them because I have won that tile, but all the players who haven't won, including the AI, can now take their spell tokens and put them on the Twilight board. The AI will check here. Does it have a rat down here? It has. So it will just take the highest token it has played and put it on the Twilight board. We always put like the higher numbers to the left and the lower to the right, and the other one it will take back. The Twilight board means when the round is over, we will check the 4 tokens here on the Twilight board. These 2 don't count in a 2-player or solo game. And then from left to right, players and also the AI can like take tiles from the board. So could also be cool to get like at least 1 token on here to get a cool tile. Let's see. All right, I have won. That means I will also start the next round, the next turn, so to speak. And I have to start adjacent to the one that I just won. So I have to start there, there, or there. I would like to have still these tiles here, right? So let me put a 2 maybe right there. I only have to start with a 1 at the very first turn of a round. That one is over, so now I can start with any tile. I could just play my star tile here and just win immediately, right? If I wanted to. Because the star tile is always the highest tile. If I place that, nobody can outbid me, everybody has to pass, and I can just take that tile. Alright, so the AI will go to the left of my tile, which doesn't work. Top doesn't work, right doesn't work, so below my tile, one or more higher. So it will just go like one higher as it has to. So that would be a 3. Let me now put a 4 right here and hope it will outbid me because I don't want these mushrooms. It will place a 4 or higher. A 4 doesn't work, so it will play a 5 to outbid me to the left of my token. Okay, so now I want to go high, right? It will not play... Well, it will not play... You know what, let me do it like this. Let me put a 6 here. Because if it goes to the bottom, I can still snag that egg. If it goes to the top, I can snag that feather. Yeah, I think that works. So let's see what it does. It does nothing. Up to 5, but it needs a 7 at least to outbid me. So it passes, and I win. So I get this tile here. That's nice. That's the first of the eggs that I need. Also, I need 2 mushrooms here, right? At some point to get these points here. And it has a rat token there, so the 5 will go here to the left of the 4 because it's the higher number. We'll take the 3 back, and I will take the 2 and the 4 back. I have won that tile, so it's my turn again. I want these up there, but these are kind of hard to get now. But I will still try. I need to place adjacent to the tile, to the spell token I just placed. Let me place a 2 right here and see what happens. The AI will play up to 4, but 3 is enough, so it will play a 3 to the right of my spell token. And then I will place a 4 up there and see what happens. The AI up to 3. It needs a 5 to outbid me, so I win this tile. Okay, interesting. Let me just grab a cup of tea, because as I said, I'm still sick, unfortunately. And I realized that this is very straining here to record this, so after I've recorded this video, I will complete this video, but after that I will take a few days not recording any videos. But I still have some videos I will still publish, so don't worry about that. Okay, so I won that tile. We will deal with that in just a moment. I will take my tile back here, and the AI doesn't have a rat there, so we'll just take its token back. So, a few things we don't need to talk about. First of all, I got that treasure chest. That means now I get -1 point at the end of the game, but I can take one of these I can take 3 tiles and keep one of those. So what do we have here? We have one of these rune stones that give me 3 concoctions cards, and I can keep one, but I don't want these yet. Here we have a mushroom that gives me 0 points if I have 1, but if I get this one as well, I get 9 points. That's a lot, but it's very risky. I need to get this tile, right? And the feather. Feathers are always nice to have. I like to have, like in such games where you have set collection games, I always like to have like tiles where you have to like collect several of those, right, for a set. So I will take this one here. It's already 2 points. The next one will also be like amount to 4 points altogether then. In a multiplayer game, all tiles that are not chosen, you just put aside. You just put them here. Like they're like open knowledge to all the players, right? In a solo game, it doesn't matter whether you want to see them or not, right? But then you can kind of know what is not in the game anymore, right? So this tile now is useless to me. Okay, so I have 1, so it's my turn again. I have to go adjacent here. So now what happens is here, these are 2 tiles adjacent to each other, but not adjacent to any other tiles, right? So I can't go from here to there because that's a diagonal, right? So when I place something here, the AI might place something there and win immediately. So that is something that I might want to avoid, to be honest, because I want these 2 tiles. Ooh, can I somehow get them? I can, actually. I could snag both of them. But then that would probably be pretty much all I can get. But you know what? I think I will do that. I think I will do it. Right? So let me put a star. Let me put the star tile right here. The AI now has to pass because there's nothing the AI can do, right? So I win immediately. So I take that tile. So I have now 2 of those. And now it's my turn again because I have 1. And I will now corner cast. Corner casting. Actually, I can use a lower one for that. Let me just use this one for that. Right? Corner casting means I can do that, and I have to do it because I need to go adjacent, right? Corner casting means that you put a spell token on a tile that is not surrounded by any other adjacent tiles. That means you automatically win this tile no matter what you put on there. That is cool, but it comes with a few little twists. First of all, you can take the tile, of course, right? Just as usual. And the next player is now then the starting player. Although I have won that tile, I'm not the starting player anymore. Now the AI starts, actually. And when they start, you see like the number here, right? 3, right? The 3 they would start with, right here. And usually they would start to the left of the tile they have won, but I have won the last round, right? That means that we would just go through the grid, top row, second row, third row, fourth row, and the first free tile, the first unoccupied tile, present tile, the AI will start. So right there. Okay, so it's my turn again now. So I don't really want a whole lot of things. I would like to have like these plants here. Also, I do need a few mushrooms later on here, right? For the concoction card. Also, the treasure chest would be cool again to get another one of those. That also wouldn't be too bad. I will just place a 4 here and see what happens. If I happen to get the plant, that would be even better because these are 2 different ones. That's quite a few points. Let's see. The AI will play up to 5. Had I put a 5 here, I would have won that, but I won't. So, above my, doesn't work, to the right, bottom, right there. And we'll place a 5 there. So I can pass now, or I put the 7 in any place. But actually putting the 7 on here, or even there, oh, that's not really worth it. That's not worth it. So I'm just going to pass. That means the AI will win this tile. All 1 tiles for the AI we will just put face down there, because it doesn't matter what the AI gets, right? Just matters what they take away from me. This one goes there, and I can now go on this board if I want to. I think I would like to have 1 on the board at least. So let me just put this one right here. Right? If I have put the same number there that's already there, I put it to the right of the numbers that were already there. Because being further to the left is good, right? Because we resolve from left to right later on. The AI has 1, so the AI will also start. It will start with a 5 below their 1 tile. 5 doesn't work, right? So now we go down first. If we can't go down because there's nothing there, then we would go up. Because, it will put the 4 right here below there. Okay, so what do I do now? If I put the 5 anywhere, then the AI might play something, and then I can do something if I want to. That might be an idea. Concoction cards. What do I want? This treasure chest is not 100% worth it, but it would be okay to get it for 5. That would be okay for me. So you know what? I will put the 5 here and see what happens. The AI will place up to 5. Doesn't work. It needs a 6 to outbid me, so I win this tile. That is nice. I get this tile here. That's another negative point, but I can draw 3 tiles again. We have that stone here, that mirror stone that is already also here on the toilet board. That one copies one of my items, but it wouldn't copy the symbols. Okay, that is not really interesting. Like items would be like these, for example, right? Then we have 2 flowers, and they're both flowers I don't have yet. And they're both like the same. They're both 1 point each. So let me just take the purple one looks kind of cool, right? Yeah, let me take the purple one and put that right there. Ooh, I have now 2 of those. That is pretty cool. I like that. Okay, and these I will just put here. Doesn't really matter. I will just put them there like this. Okay, I have won the tile right here. The AI will just take their token back because not a rat there. So now I start again. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I will put a 2 right here. Yeah, I will do that. And the AI will... Oops. The AI will do 5 or higher. Oh, wow. So we'll now take a 5, which isn't there. So a 6. And go to the right of my tile, which doesn't work. So bottom, left. Right there. Ooh, that was pretty high. I would take the 7 and outbid it. And hope it won't outbid me. So then I would have the 3rd plant, which would be amazing. So let's just see. The AI will... 5 or higher. It will outbid me with a star token. Right? Also, by the way, because I have used my star spell first, right? The AI was the last one to have their star spell, so this one is gone as well. The first one to win a tile with a 3 spell was none of us, so we still need to do that. And the first to win a tile with a 5 spell, was that me or was that the AI? That was me, because I won all these first here. So I get this one at the end, for the end of the game. Sorry, I forgot about that. I sometimes forget to talk about these. Alright, so the AI gets this tile here. Doesn't matter what it gets. And I will get my tokens back. So the 7 I don't want to put on the Twilight board for sure. And these 2 I don't want to put there either, I think. Well, actually, I'm not sure. You know what? I will just put the 2 here as well. And just see what happens. Alright, so then, yeah, it's the AI's turn again. It will put a 3 to the right of the tile they have just won. Oh, I don't want any stuff. I don't want anything there, I think, right? Actually, like, that mushroom wouldn't be too bad. Just one of those, and that's fine. But for a 7, that's way too high for me. So I'm going to pass. I'm not going to do anything. That means the AI will just take this tile. That's fine. I don't want it anyway. And then it will go to the right of the last one tile. Doesn't work. So bottom, left, top. Right there with a 4. And that's not worth it for me. Now I'll put the 7 here. The AI cannot outbid me, no matter what happens, right? So I win this tile right here. So now I have 3 of those plants. That is pretty nice. Let me just put them in a row here, like this. Right? And also I put these here. I will just put these on top of each other, like this for now. Let's just see. And the AI has a rat there, so it will actually push off my 2 token. Now I will just get it back into my supply. Okay, I won this tile right here, so I can start now. I can now corner cast, right? Might be an idea. I want this mushroom, right? I said. Yeah, I got the other mushrooms, yeah. I could get this mushroom, so I will just put a 2 here. So a corner cast, that means, because there's no adjacent tile. So I will just win this. But I will hand over player turn order to the AI. And they will put a 2 right here, because that's the first tile it can reach. That's a corner cast, right? That means same thing. It wins the tile immediately, and now I can start again. I would like this tile here. So what I will do, I will just start on here and see what happens. Maybe it cannot outbid me. Let's see. It will put a 5 or higher to the top, doesn't work. To the right doesn't work. To the bottom. 5 or higher, 5 isn't there. So 6. I cannot outbid, so I pass. So the AI also wins this one here. Okay. And now please go to the right. The AI now goes with a 2. Doesn't work, so 1 lower. 1 to the bottom, doesn't work. Left, top. That's another corner cast. That's unfortunately the plant that I would like to have. And because corner cast, it's now my turn again. So I now corner cast as well, right? I will just corner cast right in here. That means... Oops, no, that's mine. That means I will get this tile here. It's now the AI's turn. And the AI turn, well, actually it doesn't really matter too much. But I will put a 4 there, which doesn't work, so it will go down. A 3 right here to corner cast. And that's it. And that is now the end of the round. That was the end of the Twilight round. So, that's already half of the game, right? Now we will just do like the cleanup and the preparation for the Moonlight round. And then we will play the Moonlight round, which takes the same amount of time. Then we clean that up, and then we already at the end of the game. So it's actually a pretty quick game. Pretty much at least. So that's one thing we have forgotten. Because the AI has won this card here with a 3 first, that means it would have taken away the Twilight goal from me to be the first to win a spell with a 3. I won like the one down here later. Okay, so now we first resolve the spirit board, which means we now go from left to right. The AI starts, the AI will always take left, right in the top, and then left, right in the bottom rows, right? So the AI is first, we turn that over to signify that, and take away this tile. Then, same thing, we'll take away this tile. So now it's my turn, just as a regular human player, which I am. I am not a robot, I am a human player. whether you believe it or not, I can choose like any of these two tiles. So either I can take this one for straight 4 points, or I can take this one to get 1 negative points and take 3 tiles. I think I'd take the 4. Having 4 points is good, and then the AI would take the last tile left. Alright, that's one thing. Then we award the shadow spell tokens up here. That means now we look at all the players who still have leftover spell tokens, and the rules don't specify whether or not the AI also get these spell tokens, but I think it does. So we look at the highest one that is still left, and that is the 7 up there. That means the AI gets the highest spell token, and the next highest would be the 3, so I get the 9. And that's it. We have no further leftover tokens, right? So these are all not awarded, right? So we will just leave them there. But what we now have to do is now we retrieve our spell tokens first. Let me just quickly do that, and then we can actually, because we need to change something here as well, because we have gotten these spell tokens, because you see, what we now have to do is, now we take, for each shadow spell token that somebody got, like the AI now, we remove the lowest one. So the AI doesn't have a 1 anymore. That means like one of the 1s has now turned into a 10, which is really nice, right? And I will do that for me as well, right? I will just say retrieve all of my spell tokens here, and the 1 will be removed for the 9 here. And then we can put all of these here. You don't have to put them in order like I do here, right? But I actually want to do that because it's just easier to play this way, right? But if you are pressed for time or don't want to fiddle around with that, you definitely don't need to do that. So we will lose both of our 1s. I have now a 9. The solo AI has a 10. That's great. And then we draw the moonlight ghosts that are right here. So we will just turn them over and put them right here at the bottom here, or just maybe put them like in the middle here. And these are now goals we can both reach. We are not like racing for them anymore, like the Twilight round. Now we are trying to like just fulfill these as good as we can. This one here gives us plus 2 points for each leftover spell token at the end of the game, except the star one, right? The star one doesn't count. Then here, like if we have this shape, top, bottom, and to the right, anywhere in in the control area here, we get 3 points per each of these shapes. And here we get like for 3 in a row, we get 3 points. But first of all, only our own colors count. We cannot use the spell token for that, the shadow spell token, only the ones in our own color. And also each of our spell tokens can only count once. So if I had a row like this here, of course turn over, then I couldn't count these 3 and these 3, right? These 3 will already be gone for the first one, and then this one doesn't count anymore, right? That's very important to keep in mind. Then we refill the grid here. Let me just do that. 2, 3, 4. Have the 4x4 grid. Of course, this is only for a 1 and 2 player game, right? In a 3 or 4 player games, you would have more tiles here, right? Like up to a 5x5 grid for 4 players. So, and as I said, right, I will also give you my review later on. Oh, there are a lot of skulls this time. I shuffled this quite well, right? I did before packing up the game last time. So there are a lot of plants. I still need an A plant. Is there one? No, but there's an E and a W is there as well. Ooh, very cool. All right, nice. And also we refill these 4 sprite board here, of course, right, with 4 new tiles. Oh, one of these eggs, that's good. Another one of these eggs. And a feather, which I really would like to have. And these mushrooms, which I don't want to have. Except if I can get both here. But that's, of course, very risky again. And that is it. And now we just play another round. And just like in the first round, just like in the Twilight round, in the Moonlight round, I will also start. Let me just remove these, because these are mana anyway, right? They just clog up the play area here. Let me put these a little bit more neatly here. There we go. All right. So I hope I didn't forget anything. So how these work? Just a quick word on these concoction cards. I get 2 points if I can fulfill the top row, which I can. 1 mushroom and 1 skull. Here also, each of these symbols can only be counted once for all the cards. But if I want to have like 5 points, I need to have these 2, but also these 2. I do have a feather, but I don't have a second mushroom. So I still need that. So I should try to get a mushroom for sure. Also, you shouldn't underestimate these concoction cards here, right? Maybe I can get a few with these rune stones here, because they give quite a lot of points. Like 5 points for a card is pretty good, for just passively, for like collecting stuff. And I have like a lot of symbols here, so might be kind of good. Alright, so I need to start with the 1, which I can't because I don't have the 1 anymore, so I will start with the 2. And where do I want to go? I want to have like these flowers here, also this one. I want to have more eggs, and I want to have a few rune stones. So like everything down here is good. So I'm just going to start up here and see what happens. Alright, so the I will place 1 or more higher. Well, that is a 3. Oh, wait. I messed this up here. I messed up the order. So we will put the 3 below mine. Okay. That's still okay. I will just go down here and see what happens. Well, actually, I will go to the left because I'd rather have the egg if I have to win something now. 1 or more higher to the top. Oh no. So going up there. Okay. The feather would be cool to have, but I don't necessarily need it. It would be nice to have, but only nice to have. So let me put a 6 right there. The I will put a 6 or higher, so a 7 to the right, which doesn't work. So to the bottom instead. And then I think I will now snag it, right? I think that might be... Oh, well, but it could still outbid me. Well, that's a risk I have to take. And the last card is 1 or more higher. Yeah, so we'll put a 10 up here. That means I can't do anything anymore, right? Because there's no adjacent tile here. So the I gets that tile. That's fine. I don't really need that tile. And it lost the 10, which is really, really good. So it will take back all of their tiles. And now I can put 1 on the twilight board. And yes, that or that, both of those would be really good. And don't want to put a number that's too high there, but let me put a 4. I think that's fine. And these I will take back. The 2, the 6, and also the 9. Okay. And the I will now start because they won the last tile. And now we just shuffle up the AI deck because it's empty. That was just at the end of full turn, which is quite the coincidence. Alright, let me just do a few shuffles like that and also a cut. Alright, so let's see. It will start with a 5. Oh, very high. To the right of the 1 tile. Okay, so what do I do now? Well, that's kind of tough. I still want to go down here. So, you know what? I will... Oh, but it could win maybe that tile, which I really want. No, it can't really win it. That's fine. 6. Should be fine. And then up to a 3. Which doesn't work because it needs a 7 at least to outbid me. So I win this tile here. It's fine. It's 3 points. It's nothing amazing, but I guess it's fine. Okay, you know what? I have a tableau here. Let me just utilize the tableau a little bit more. Let me just do it maybe like this. I have so much room here. Check this out, man. Really. Like this. Then I'll put all of these here. Let me put all of these here. And let me put them like this. Okay, and then just the mushroom. I don't know. Mushroom over here for now. Okay. So, in the eye has a rat token there, so it will actually put a token right there on the twilight board. Alright, it's my turn. I need to go adjacent to here. I want this tile. How can I get this? I can just put a 5 or something here and then see what happens. Let's see what happens. 1 or more higher, so we'll put a 6 here. Okay, then I will put a 7 here. The AI will up to 5. It will not go any higher. That is fine. That is actually okay. That means that I get this tile here. And this means I can now draw 3 concoction cards and keep 1. And let's hope I draw 1, which I've already fulfilled completely. So this one gives the most points here. 6 points. Mushrooms. Oh, I'm really missing mushrooms, right? I have these feathers more than enough. I have more than enough of these and more. Yeah, I can easily do that if I get a few more mushrooms. There's one there and one there. So at best, I get 2 mushrooms or one, this one right here. Oh, that would also be okay, actually. Oh no, but then I would... Well, there's 3 points I'm missing, but I would get 6 points plus... Yeah, okay. And then here, this one would be even easier to get because I already have that. Maybe that's better. And then here, this one would only be 4 points. I could also get that, but you know what? Let me keep this concoction card here, like this, and these will just be also just removed, put face up someplace. Let me put these out of frame. These don't look very nice here. So, there we go. There we go. Yeah, this one is nice because I've already fulfilled it. That's wonderful. Alrighty. So, the eye, no rat there, so we'll just take the token back. I will take my token back, and I will continue again. And, oh man, what will I do? Let me put a 4 right... Yeah, let me put a 4 right here and see what happens. Up to a 3, which is not enough to outbid me, so I just win this tile here. Wonderful. I have 2 of those already. I need some more. I think at least one to get like points for 1 and 2. Like I get 1 point each, and for 3 I get 2 points each. Right. So if I have 3 of those, so I want to have like 3 or at best 4 or 5 to get even more points. So let's see how many eggs I can get. All right, that was that. It's my turn again. So now I can kind of gamble here, right? I think I'm going to go up here with a 5. And then see what happens. Please go to the left. Please go to the left. 5 or higher to the top. Doesn't work. To the right. So a 6 here. I will not spend my 9 on anything here. That's way too expensive. So I'm just going to pass. That means I will just take this one here. I will take this one back. Oh, no, I will not put it there. And the eye now starts to the right with a 2. So I could not place the star token here. Bam, and have my flower, right? I could do that, but I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put the 5 here and see what happens. 1 or more higher, which would be a 7. Top doesn't work, so right, bottom, left. And I have to pass because I can't put anything adjacent. So the AI wins this tile. That's fine. I didn't really need it. I will not put anything on the Twilight board for now. And it's the AI's turn again. To the right with a 4. I don't really want anything, right? But if I don't do anything, then this tile gets taken by the AI. And I don't really want this, right? So I will have to put the 5 here and see what happens. Please outbid me. 1 or more higher. Yeah, that would be the star token. Right there. So that means the AI wins this one with the star token. That was very expensive. And I'll just take mine back. And there we go. Alright, the AI starts. Start with a 1. Doesn't work, so it has to go down, which doesn't work, so it has to go up. And it will put it to the right of the last token. Doesn't work, so bottom instead. Well, that's perfect. I will just take a 3 and snag this flower here with a 3. Oh, that's really cheap and amazing for me. So I will just win this, which is great. This is amazing. Now I have 4 flowers. I need 1 more, and that's 12 points then. 4 flowers is 8 points. 3 was 5. And the 5th flower is then 12 points. That's pretty cool. Plus the standalone points they have, right? So at the moment it's 8, 10, 11, 14 points. That's not too bad for 4 cards. And this one, there's a rat there, so the eye will just put this there. But everything behind me doesn't matter. Alright, it's my turn. I can only put it there, so I will just put it 2 there. That's a corner cast, right? Because the eye can't do anything in response. So I will take this card here, but the eye will now start. We go from left to right again in the first row and start with a 5 right there. So I would like to have that feather, but I can't have it. I don't want these mushrooms here, right? I need 1 more mushroom, but I think I would just... Actually, I need 1 more mushroom. Just for this card here. And 3 points more, that's a lot. 9, will I do that? Yeah, let me do that, I suppose. Let me put that one right there. The AI can't outbid me, doesn't work at all. So I will just take this tile here. That's 0 points, but the tile allows me to get like 3 points here with the card. That's not too bad. There was no red there, so just like that. And I now have to corner cast. Which do I want? Well, the egg would give me how many more points? 2, 3, 4 points, and this one would also give me 4 points. So it doesn't really matter what I do. But I could always take another egg here, and then I would have like a lot of points. So you know what? I'll put my 3 in here. That's a corner cast. I will just get this, and now it's the AI's turn. The AI will put up to 5, so the lowest it can put is a 3, right there. Remember, from left to right after a corner cast. So now it's me again. Now I can cast again. I still want that last flower here. So what I'm going to do is, well, I can just take anything pretty much because the AI doesn't have enough to outbid me, right? So I can just put a 5 right there. The AI can't outbid me. So I can just take this tile here, like this. And it's still my turn because I have 1, right? So I can just continue like that. So I can take, I don't want this tile, right? I don't want it. But I have to take it because I have to go adjacent. So I take this tile. Also can't be outbid. That's pretty bad actually because that now subtracts 3 points, but that's the way it is. And then I will corner cast right in here. Take this tile as well. And the AI will then put up to 5, the 3 right here to corner cast. I hope that wasn't too quick, but that's how that worked. Okay. I think that is pretty good because I actually have gotten some of these here. And what we do now is pretty simple actually. First of all, we will resolve that forest sprite board again. The AI will start, take this tile over here. Then I can take a tile. This one would grant me an additional 4 points. And this one will grant me definitely more points than that. So let me do it like this here. Actually, give me a moment. How will I best do this? Let me do it like this maybe here. So there we go. And then the AI will just take the next one. Doesn't really matter. This one we can just discard. Doesn't matter either. Let's just put it there. And then we will assign mirror stones. I don't have any at the moment, right? These were these stones over here. These ones, right, that are discarded, but nobody has any of these because now you can copy any of one of your items. I don't have that, so that won't really do anything. And then we proceed to scoring. And usually I have this digitally on here on the screen here in the bottom left and bottom right. What we will do instead is just take the scoring pad here, right? So now we will just go from top to bottom. We will only score for me, right? Because the AI doesn't score, right? The AI just took stuff that we wanted. So, and what we do now is, now we just go from top to bottom here. First of all, we do all the skulls, all of these. These just give points as they're printed on there. So 2, 5, 8, 12, 14. So that's 14. Then we do the Firebird feathers. I have 2 of those, which is 4 points. Then we do the mushrooms. For these 2, I get 0. For this one, I get 0 as well, so nothing. Then we do all the plants. I get 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10 points. Plus 5 uniques here. That's another 12 points. That's 22 points. And just 1 unique doesn't do anything. So 22 points. That is really good. That's why I wanted to have these plants, right? Then, like these herbs. These are supposed to be herbs. Then the mysterious eggs. The mysterious eggs are in a solo game a little bit different. Usually I would now see, okay, am I the one with the most eggs, the second most, third most, or fourth most? Here it is, I need like a specific number of points. In the rule book, there are like the numbers you need. And for 4 eggs, I get 3 points each. So that's 3 times 4. That is 12 points. And that is not too bad. Then I get the negative points for the 2 treasure chests. So -2. And then we do the concoctions here. So this one here, for like to trigger all, to have like all of those, I need 3 feathers, which I have. I need 2 eggs, which I have. 2 mushrooms, which I also have, and 1 skull. I have all of that. So I get the 5 points and the 5 points there. That is 10 points. Then I get the Twilight Ghost, which is just 1. That's 3 points. And now it's a little bit more complicated because I now get these points here. So 2 per leftover spell token. I don't have any, so I got none here. Here I get 3 points per this shape in control area, and per this shape. And I have this shape over here, for example, and I have this shape here. So that's 6 points altogether. Then you get 2 points for each leftover spell token, including the shadow spell tokens, but I don't have any, so that's 0 points. And then I never used my ability because I didn't have to. Well, I could have actually used it for that mushroom. But again, if I don't use it, you see it up here, I just get 2 points, which is good as well, right? And now I count all of that up, and that is then 68 points, which is not amazing, because if we take the rule book, and we see here, so you see, I don't know if you can see it, but like the lowest one is 50 plus, great start. The highest one is 110 plus, masterful. It's like always in increments of 10, and I have 68. That's just right below very good, just that you're getting it. So it's definitely worse than my other plays, my worst play so far, I think. But yeah, it's still not horrible. And yeah, so I got like the second worst ranking, but well, I mean, that's just what it is. All right, well, and that is how you play Nocturne. But how do I like the game? Well, let me tell you. Let's start with the visuals. The artwork is fantastic. No surprise, since it's by Beth Sobel. Of course, the artwork is fantastic. She consistently delivers exceptional illustrations. The theme is charming, but don't be misled. The gameplay itself is quite abstract, as you could see here, right? And the theme feels a bit tacked on. Still, it's a nice touch and far better than having no theme at all. When it comes to gameplay, the title is truly unique. It blends area control, bidding, and set collection in a fascinating way. It might take a little time to fully grasp how the bidding for tiles works, but once it clicks and you know you have to move up to the tile you want, it's smooth and satisfying. The game is also impressively elegant. The rules are light, yet the depth is more than adequate. There's always something to consider as players decide if and where to place their next bidding token. I appreciate this a lot, which says something, since I'm usually not a fan of bidding or area control. But here, these mechanisms come together quite seamlessly. For me, the solo mode is always a major factor, and I have to say here it delivers. There's almost no upkeep, the turns are fast, and the focus stays on your decisions, exactly what a solo experience should be. It even feels like you're playing against another opponent. The solo mode is a definite highlight for me. Yes, it's essentially a score-chasing experience, but the addition of achievements keeps it fresh and gives you new goals to aim for. So, would I recommend the game? It depends. If you liked what you saw in today's video, you should absolutely give it a try. It's a very unique game, unlike anything else I've played. While there are other games with spatial bidding, they don't incorporate set collection like this one does. Or if they do, I don't know these games. And the solo mode, as I mentioned, is excellent and my personal favorite feature. That said, I do have some reservations. Replayability could be a concern. Even with achievements in the solo mode, which I will come to in just a moment, the gameplay might start to feel repetitive over time, especially compared to other titles from Flatout Games, like Cascadia for example. Additionally, I'm unsure how well it performs with more than 2 players. At higher player counts, the experience could become a bit chaotic, with less control over the outcome. I would primarily recommend it for solo or 2-player sessions. And before I do the outro of the video, let me just get the rulebook again and just show you how what you can do here in the solo mode. You have like this chart where you can note how many achievements you have gotten, and then you have like all of these different achievements here and like all of these scenarios, right? So there are like specific goals, right? And you're trying to like complete all the goals that are here. Very, very interesting actually. So there is quite a bit of replayability in the solo mode as well, but for that you will have to like the game enough to like be fine with having this mechanism that is like pretty much essentially the same every game. Well, and that concludes my review of Nocturne by Flatout Games. Thank you for watching and sticking to the very end. A huge thanks to all of you and a special shout out to my generous patrons. The biggest thanks go out to Thecos for supporting me at the highest tier. You can also support me by watching, liking and commenting on my videos, subscribing to my channel, supporting me on Patreon and joining my Discord server to hang out with me and my amazing community. Alright, I'll see you on the channel or my Discord server. Take care everyone, stay safe and cheers.